right, so here he is out of the blue corner, the #1 heavyweight contender fighting for the title here tonight. Daniel Cormier has 8 championship belts at home. Do you remember, though, the nerves for your first UFC title fight?
It's the most overwhelming thing you've ever felt in your entire life. You are sitting in the back waiting for that moment where you get an opportunity to go chase something greater than yourself. So many people have played a part in getting this man to this spot. How does he deliver? How does he not let anyone down? How does he ultimately become the champion of the world? This is a big spot for him. He is so excited to try and become the man.
While self-belief is a powerful thing, he has long thought that he is the best heavyweight in the world. Tonight, he gets a chance to prove it. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Our tail of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, the People's Champ, Tito Ortiz. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
All right, well, it's going to be interesting to see how Tito Ortiz approaches this specific matchup. He's got a lot of first-round finishes in his career, a lot of championship 25-minute experience as well. Ortiz in another big one tonight. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Oh, effective strike there from the clinch.
Oh, it's not gonna guillotine. It's tight. A lot of good movement.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Lands with the ground and pound. Side control.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
Ortiz is able to transition back to side control now.
Changing the position.
Chimaev's in half guard now. We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
Massive shot from the top.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round one.
Great job landing from the top position. He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Seconds for the end of round one.
Stop.
All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up.
Wait, I need you to be first, okay? Let's get behind that jab and start throwing your kicks out there. Punches first.
All right, let us show you all that was done in terms of the damage in that previous round. He has got a huge gash on his cheek.
I mean, there was that shot right there. That one landed and opened him up. What a nasty combination thrown by his opponent. But this cut now is another issue to deal with. He's got one of the best fighters in front of him, and he's dealing with this cut on the cheek.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, round two. It's a pretty fast jab. Man blocks the shot there.
Taking for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Oh, this is some high-level, efficient, effective ground and pound by Ortiz. Oh, he just continues to attack that cut around the eye. Gotta think his vision's compromised now.
As he should, right? He sees the blood pouring into his opponent's eyes. His opponent now is squinting, trying to maintain his line of sight. He has got to continue to go at that cut right now.
And potentially a critical takedown here. Taken down here by Khamzat Chimaev. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Just over 3 minutes to go in round two. Relentless pressure from the top by Chimaev.
Beautiful ground and pound, and now he's got his opponent cut.
Chimaev's back in side control. Oh, these are some serious punches from the top here. He's continuing to maintain good posture and making these strikes count.
He's doing a really good job of watching for the upkick, making his punches count while not putting himself in danger. Right to the knee on belly, gains great posture and starts raining down punches. If his opponent does not move, this fight is going to be stopped.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up. Great ground and pound by this man.
All right, so a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut, and it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy is a fantastic fighter, and he's as smart as they come. So the moment that cut opened up, you knew that that would become his focus, and we are seeing it very clear right now.
He's a big shot, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to
Oh, somehow, some way, he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Oh, he's got his back. 2 rounds in the books. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
We can handle this, but you know he's gonna go after, all right?
All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are gonna be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding, but if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round 3 of a possible 5. Effective punch there by Chimaev. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. All right, so the cut really starting to open up. Just digs into the heart.
His shot with every part of himself, and now he's got his opponent hurt. Beautiful. Good jab there by the champion.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. You gotta be kidding me. He's out. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guards. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Ortiz is in half guard.
And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
All right, side control now. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Ortiz. All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on him.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Scramble 30 seconds to go. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half-guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half-guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's going to have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. 4th round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand. Perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot made me
Nice shot there by the champ.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Khamzat Chimaev. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter. Oh, he got to his spot. Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying, oh, nice transition. Flattens him out now. This could be trouble. Just over 2 minutes to go. Chimaev's right back to the full mount. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now.
He's got to be careful here.
Under a minute to go in the round. Oh, big shots from the top. Ten seconds remaining here in round 4. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, so a big knockdown for him courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot, and that was a perfect shot. Oh, there we go.
And back to his feet. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities. He's hurting bad here.
Chimaev's in half guard.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest.
Oh, he's out.
It's work. I'm standing up. It's work.
Down the stretch they come. We're going down to the wire. It has been all action all the time.
I mean, two evenly matched fighters have laid it all out on the line. Let's see who can get the job done as we get to the end of the fight.
Well, he's got his back now.
He's going after that cut over and over again, and every time he lands, the cut gets worse.
You need to fight back.
Tito's back inside control here.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Tito.
Get them out here. This is where he wants to be.
Nicely done. Ortiz is back in full mount. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, it's a bloody Saturday, folks. He's really starting to leak out of that eye area, Daniel.
Boy, he's leaking, John. He's wide open. The eyes are beat up. The guy's taking a beating, and the blood has to be affecting his vision at this point. I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the field.
They may be tired, but that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between two phenomenal grapplers. Big level leg, level change.
Oh, back and forth action right till the final horn. What a tremendous finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by majority decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so you heard it there from Buff. Khamzat Chimaev gets it done on the scorecards. He's your winner by decision tonight, and in large part because he wasn't going to force the finish.
No,